it was public knowledge that he was an illegal immigrant. Somehow, Parker was able to join the U.S. Army in 1932. So I'm giving you a bit of a backstory. He was able to join without papers, proving his citizenship 3 years before Elvis was born. So remember, the 1932, we're going back. But Parker went AWOL, and he spent a short time in prison. The Presley estate sued Parker in the early 80s. It was actually, I think, 1979. And Parker used this as an alibi, that he was a man of no country. It came out then for sure that, Parker was actually from the Netherlands, officially. He used that to get out of, what the estate said that Parker owed him. Now, an attorney appointed by the Shelby County judge that was over the suit discovered Parker was getting 50% of all the money generated by Elvis since his death, and had already defrauded the Presley estate of nearly $7 million since 1977. Now, this was 1980. An out-of-court settlement was reached with Parker at one point claiming to be a man without a country, like I said, or something to that effect, to try to get out of the predicament. So I'm going to try to pronounce this right. So Parker's name was not Colonel Tom Parker. That was a name given to him by like an honorary by a governor of a certain state. I can't remember right now, but I'll type it in for you. His actual name was Andreas Cornelis von Kook or something like that. I mean, he was kooky, but Kuijk. And he was born in 1909 in the Netherlands. He came to America on a ship in the 1920s, allegedly escaping a murder he was involved in. I heard this was like his sister or something like that. And if that were the case, that could be why he never wanted to try to gain citizenship. With all the connections that he had later on, fearing he might be found out. Because if Parker, okay, he wasn't a legal citizen, he did not have a valid citizenship, but he, in the 50s, 60s, he could have went up to one of, some connection he had. I mean, he was friends with Eisenhower, I believe it was, or who was it? I think it was Lyndon Johnson. I mean, they could have helped him out, but if he really did come here to escape what was going on back in the Netherlands, that could be the reason why he never really tried to. He just wanted to stay put. Now, when Elvis was drafted, the excuse that Parker gave for not seeing Elvis in Germany was, that he needed to stay back and manage Elvis's affairs and careers, and made sure that Elvis was still relevant by the time he got out of the army. So I personally think that Parker was afraid to go overseas and have Elvis tour, because, what if something happened? What if they really found out, this is the late 60s, early 70s, mid 70s, that, Parker was not a citizen and he had problems getting back in the U.S. and all this stuff. I mean, that could be a legit reason why, Parker gave Elvis lame excuses like, oh, we can't get security right for overseas touring, and the venues aren't, they're not big enough for you. And some people also mentioned that, Elvis couldn't get over there with the pills and guns and stuff they had to take. But come on, it's Elvis. He was able to get aboard a plane in December 1970 when he actually, tried to fly to Washington to see Joyce Bova. He stopped the plane himself. He had weapons. Like, Elvis was Elvis. They let him, he could have got away with it. I think it's all lame excuses. But like I said, at the end of the day, it was Elvis. He could have ditched Parker, all that, but I won't go into that. I've done that in other videos, which you can check out.
Alright guys, thanks for subbing to Elvis is the Man Shorts. This is a sister channel to Elvis is the Man, the main channel, where you can find this full video. On Elvis is the Man Shorts, when I make a long 12-minute video like this, there's a lot of different points and subjects that are in the full video that I think would make good talking points, good nuggets. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to you next time.